Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. Today, we're going to be talking about the full moon in Gemini, and this is occurring on or around December 7th, 2022, depending on where you're located in the world, and it is occurring at 15 degrees of Gemini. Now, those of you who watched the Mars retrograde video will be a little bit familiar with this date because we did touch on it a little bit as a significant event in the Mars retrograde energy, or in the trajectory, I guess you could say, of Mars in his retrograde journey. And that is because this moon is conjunct Mars during this full moon. So that's adding a lot of extra energy here. That's adding not just energy on a physical level, but energy on a mental level, being that it is in the sign of Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, and also a lot of energy on an emotional level, being that this is a full moon. So we really have like a trifecta here of the mind, the body, and the spirit being stimulated by this energy and the energy of Mars. This is going to be a major check-in point for the energies of the Mars retrograde. And if you guys haven't watched that video, I really suggest that you do, because it's a very powerful retrograde that we're experiencing. And there's a big theme with this energy being in the sign of Gemini as relating to our understanding of how it is that our mental well-being, our mental health, affects our physical bodies and affects our actions and the way that we're able to manifest our will in the world. So we're seeing that connection between the mind and the actions and our manifested reality really coming into focus. And this Mars retrograde has us really reviewing these things, understanding on a deeper level how it is that our thought patterns influence our ability to take action and therefore influence our reality, and really noticing where it is that we find ourselves in these recurring mental loops. So we're going to be really called to look at that on a deeper level, to integrate that on an emotional level, to really feel into that, and to see how far it is, how much progress we've made when it comes to anywhere that we're needing to shift that mental energy in order to experience a better reality and also better physical health. That physical health piece, I think, is huge for a lot of us. I know for me personally, I've really been coming to a deeper understanding about how my mental health affects all aspects of my being, including my physical health, and really looking to work on those facets of myself and to bring that into harmony. So I think we're all being called to do that in our own ways. And this full moon is going to illustrate where it is that perhaps we're ready to go next, where it is that we're ready to go a little deeper, and the progress that we have made so far. This is going to be a big emotional energy. Like we said, with that Mars sitting there on the moon, we're going to feel our emotions amplified. We're going to probably want to talk. We're going to want to reach out to people. We're going to have that desire, being that this moon is in the sign of Gemini. So it could be a very sociable moon, but we really want to make sure that we are, I wanted to say keep our emotions in check. And I don't mean that in the way that we want to deny our emotions, but we want to make sure that we're not allowing them to become larger than life, because that is an energy and that is a phrase that kept repeating itself to me over and over when I was looking at the chart for this moon, larger than life. Another aspect that is influencing that and adding to this larger than life kind of an energy is the fact that we have Mercury, who is the ruler of this moon, being the ruler of Gemini, in a square to Jupiter. And Mercury is conjunct Venus, by the way. So we have Mercury and Venus conjunct in a square to Jupiter. And this is really interesting as well, because the sun is, of course, opposing the moon and Mars, as it always does during a full moon. We have that opposition of the sun and the moon in the sign of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So we have the sun's ruling planet and the moon's ruling planet at this time in a conversation with each other, which only serves to, like we said, amplify this energy, really electrify this energy. It is going to add to that desire maybe to act on impulse, when we have Mercury square Jupiter, or any planet square Jupiter, really, it really adds to that tendency to be a bit spontaneous, to sometimes be a bit reckless, because everything feels bigger, everything feels more intense and feels more important. So this is going to be helpful because it really helps to facilitate that energy that full moons are so good at, which is pulling things up to the surface from the depths. So this magnification of our emotional energy as well as our mental energy is going to be pulling to the surface anything that we really need to see and acknowledge. Anything unacknowledged in the mental, the physical, or the emotional body could come up for review and come up for a deeper level of understanding during this full moon. And that's really all I want to get into as far as the energies themselves. I want to tap into the cards and see what else they have to say. I am being called to use today the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards. So we're going to work with this deck, and we'll, of course, work with a couple others as well. But just know, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're experiencing, it's coming up for a reason, but it may feel bigger than it really is. This is an energy that can cause us sometimes to make mountains out of molehills. So we just want to be aware of that. We want to acknowledge and understand what's coming up, but we don't want to act on impulse during this moon. I honestly believe during all full moons, it's sometimes better to kind of keep to the self. Like we said with this Gemini energy, we're not really necessarily going to want to do that unless we have gone too deeply into our heads, in which case then we might feel that need to retreat. But I think it's always a great time to retreat and recharge during these full moons and just be aware of what is coming forward. I'm feeling like taking a salt bath, cleansing, detoxing during this full moon is going to be really helpful for a lot of people, and really working with that element of water. Like we said, there's going to be a highly charged emotional nature to this moon. So the energy of water can help to clear that and help us to come into a more balanced mental state. Clear. See, is there anything else we want to say about this energy here? There is, with this Jupiter energy, Jupiter square Mercury and Venus, like we said, there's the tendency toward impulsivity. There is also a kind of like a grandiose kind of an energy. And Gemini energy can have that grandiose feeling to it as well, just in general sometimes. So we are going to be experiencing that, and we may be overestimating ourselves, our abilities, and possibly leaning towards stretching ourselves too thin. But at the same time, this does give us an opportunity to really think bigger and to practice the art of not selling ourselves short. Like we're really, we are going to, many of us, I think, feel very expansive and really begin to get a deeper sense of what it is that we're capable of. So we don't want to overcommit. We don't want to take on too much, but we do want to use that expansive energy to allow ourselves to grow and expand in a way that's healthy and beneficial for us. All right, first card out is the new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. So this is an energy that I think a lot of us have been working with and working around. It's this energy of worthiness. This comes up all the time, right? And this is one of those when we're talking about the mental energies and the mental loops and the traps that our mind, that we can fall into within our minds. It's this worthiness energy, this feeling like we're not good enough, feeling like we're not doing enough. Any way that we feel like we are not enough or we do not have enough. I'm feeling the having enough for some people as well. It's like stress and worries when it comes to financial situations, when it comes to the resources at your disposal. And I feel like some people are being offered things right now and are feeling unable to accept what's being offered, because it's like, for instance, an example that's coming to mind is, say you're being offered a promotion at your job or a different job opportunity, but you don't feel like you're ready for it. You don't, the core of that is like, you don't feel good enough. You don't feel capable. And Spirit is saying you are more than capable. And you need to know your worth, because the things that you are being offered that may seem almost like out of your league are actually not even scratching the surface of how amazing you are. Let's give us some more energy here. And then we have shine coming out. And that is the new moon in Leo. Yeah, if there are people here who've been working with self-worth, say you've been working with affirmations, you've been working on rewiring old belief systems around this, you've been working on this energy of feeling and knowing that you are good enough, this is confirmation coming through from Spirit saying, like, keep going. You are good enough. You are worthy. Like, the work you're doing is paying off, even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if you're like, God, I listen to these affirmations every night and I don't feel any better about myself, right? I don't feel any more confident. It's working, and there is a shift happening, even if you're not consciously aware of it quite yet. But yeah, somebody has an opportunity here with this shine card. Somebody has an opportunity to really shine. Don't turn it down because you don't know your worth. If you have to believe that others believe in you, then just believe that others believe in you for now and allow that to be enough. There's a new beginning, a fresh start. So this is like, say you were being offered a job in a totally different city or state or country or whatever, or you were being offered like a do-over, but like a brand, but the energy of it is new. It's like if it was a do-over, the situation, like for instance, I guess like an example of this would be like a relationship, right? Like you're starting fresh in a relationship, but it's not going to be the same as it was before. It's going to have a completely different energy to it. You're being offered something new, a new experience that really allows you to shine and allows the truth of who you are to shine through and supports the truth and the beauty of who you are. And for some people, it's like this offer has come through already, but you've been holding yourself back because you didn't feel quite worthy of it. And I think that some people, it's like somebody's been lying to themselves about why it is that they're holding off on this thing. You're saying it's because you're not ready. It's saying because these other things need to happen first, but really it's because you don't feel good enough. That's the core of it, and that's the core that Spirit really wants you to work on continuing to shift. Yeah, 2 new moon cards, so a lot of fresh energy coming in here. Then we have a first quarter moon in Taurus, release control. So a lot of Taurus energy coming out here. Let's get another card to go with the release control. I feel like, okay, so lighten up. And there's a Leo card again. So we got 2 Taurus and 2 Leo cards here. But what was coming through before I pulled the lighten up card was somebody, with this release control, somebody is trying to control the image that somebody has of them. It's like you want people to see you in a certain light. And it's this need to control the way other people see you that's prevented you from truly shining and being who you truly are. And it's also prevented you from being honest with others and even with yourself to the degree that's necessary in order for you to continue to grow. And so Spirit's saying, it doesn't matter what other people think. All right, we have 2 Leo cards here too. And so Leo, of course, is a sign that loves to be loved. Leo is a sign that craves that affection and that validation from people sometimes. But it's ironically, when you stop seeking other people's approval, that's when you actually get it. I feel like there's somebody here, And you've been trying to control the way that somebody sees you. And for some reason, I'm getting Scorpio energy here. They know what you're doing. And they're actually respecting you less because they see you trying to change who you are so that they will appreciate you. The second you stop doing that, you gain their respect. It's a lot of fixed energy here, right? Which is interesting because this is a mutable moon that we have. But the energy coming out of the cards is Taurus and Leo. So we have fixed fire and fixed earth here. So that's the energy of where people have been. This energy of, that's why this energy is saying lighten up, release control. People have been really digging their heels in. And this full moon is asking us to loosen that up. It's asking us to let go. To stop being so hard on ourselves, to stop being so hard on each other. This moon really wants to help to kind of like shake free any of this stagnant energy, because this need to control ourselves, our image, our circumstances has kind of pulled us into this stagnant energy. And it's time for us to break free of that. Like completely surrender. Somebody during this full moon is getting the opportunity to surrender completely. And in the surrender comes, in your surrender comes your power. Anything else here? It's with this lighten up, taking things too seriously. It's like, don't take yourself too seriously. I feel like a lot of us, we've been doing that. Then we have attune to the divine and unleash your kindest self. New moon in Pisces and first quarter moon in Capricorn. If you are really in your head during this moon, being of service to others is going to be a great way to get out of your head and into your heart. But this is once again being kind to yourself. Practicing self-care. Some of us, we've been so fixated on a goal. We've been so fixated on what it is that we were trying to accomplish and control that we've completely forgotten how to take care of ourselves. And we've become really self-critical in our healing journey. And so Spirit wants us to release that, to let that go. And to really take the time to meditate, take the time to contemplate. Take the time to do kind things for ourselves and for others. We have trust the universe. And then detoxify under that, which is more Taurus energy. As well as honor your feelings. Spirit's saying you don't have to control everything. All you have to do is lighten up, right? Relax, lighten up, practice a little bit of faith, a little bit of trust. Just be your beautiful self, embrace your beautiful self, be kind, and get back into your spiritual routine. If you have fallen out of a spiritual routine, this is the time to reignite that. Meditation. For a lot of people, if you've been doing a meditative practice, meditation, breath work, I don't know, anything that brings you out of your mind and into your body, or out of your body completely, right? Breathwork will bring you into your body. Meditation, when you get into that really open space, right, kind of brings you beyond the body and the mind. If you've fallen out of practice with something like that, Spirit wants you to get back into practice with that, to really ramp back up your routine. And meditation with this full moon in Gemini, with Mars in Gemini right now, with all of this air energy, all this mental energy, the meditation is key to really soothe and quiet the mind, to quiet the nerves, calm the nerves. And for some people, there may be challenging situations with other people coming up, challenging conversations. Spirit is saying this is an opportunity to practice kindness, unconditional compassion and kindness. And it's not a quid pro quo kind of an energy. This is the energy where some people, our relationships are challenging us to be the bigger person and to show love and compassion even when we're not receiving that in turn. It's more meaningful, right, when we're not, because it's harder to do. The Spirit wants you to invite the divine into every aspect of your life. Invite the divine into your relationship, into your work life, into your dream life. Is there a place where you have not invited the divine? I want to pull clear from the Golden Universal Tarot. Let's get some energy for this full moon in Gemini. Full moon in Gemini. What energy do we have? Whoa. That came out aggressively, right? All right, so we got the Three of Cups. Celebration, right? Got the moon on the bottom of the deck. Right off the bat, with that moon on the bottom of the deck too, I want to say that's a reminder as well to be careful about doing things to excess right now, kind of like we talked about. Just notice where it is that you may be overindulging, right? We got a lot of Taurus energy out here, which can be very much about the indulgence as well. So make sure you're not overindulging. But this is, we got some great cards. So we have the Ace of Wands coming out, as well as the Sun and the Two of Swords here. So this is celebrating something really, this is what we were talking about with the opportunity coming in. This is the opportunity again. There's an incredible opportunity here. It's an opportunity for a fresh start, a new beginning. And this is, it isn't just necessarily, I know we talked about at the beginning of the reading, like job opportunities, relationship opportunities, moving, different things like that. But this is also just an opportunity for renewal of spirit, for renewal of passion. But there's a choice here with this Two of Swords energy. Tell me more about the Two of Swords. Judgment. Yeah, there's a choice. There's a decision that has to be made. It's like this new beginning isn't just going to fall into your lap. You have to choose it. And Spirit's saying the way you choose it is through your actions, right? And this brings us right back to that energy of Mars retrograde in Gemini. Right back into that energy of our minds and the actions that we take as a result of the thoughts that we think. All right? We have to choose this new beginning. We have to choose this renewal. There are actions that we have to take in order to have this. If this is what we want, what are we going to do? How do we act as if that is what we are choosing? it's acting accordingly. Spirit's saying you can have this fresh start, but you have to initiate it. You have to make the constructive choices that allow this to happen. And it's imperative that we stop letting our minds get in the way, because for a lot of us, that's what we've realized. It's our minds, it's our need to control, right? It's our pride. Got that Leo energy here, our pride. Hanged Man. New perspective. An awakening. Tell me more about the Hanged Man. Empress in the Chariot. Hello, Major Arcana, right? Yeah, this is being very decisive moving forward. There's also, it's that energy, right? You can see it in the face of the Empress and the person on this Chariot card. That's that confidence again, right? You can see it in the Hanged Man. And yes, I know I have him right side up. He just, which would be upside down in his case. But I'm feeling him that way. Because it's like we finally righted ourselves. There's like the Empress has this beautiful sensual nature to her in this card. It's like she knows she's all that. That's the energy that we're being asked to embody. There's like a confidence. You can have everything you've ever dreamed of. You just have to make the choice. And you have to choose every day. You have to choose every day. Right? Every day we have a million different choices to make. That's a million new opportunities to choose love. To choose joy. To choose bliss. Anything else here? Get the Four of Pentacles here. There's that energy. There's that fixed energy that we were talking about. Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So some people, I feel like it's almost like what might be coming up for you is that you are, or you're going to be, almost paralyzed by choices. Like there's so many decisions to make, so many possibilities, so many options that you don't even know what to do. And so you've been standing still. Guidance around that. Got the King of Wands. Choose what you're passionate about. Don't be afraid of choosing the wrong thing. Don't be afraid. I feel like somebody's afraid to choose the thing that they truly want because they're afraid that they're going to lose. And this comes back to the know your worth energy again. It's like you're afraid that you're not good enough, that you're not enough for the thing that you really want. So you're settling for something less. And this energy is saying don't settle. Don't settle because you can have it all. You can have it all, but you got to budge. It's like Somebody needs to release something or let something go in order to make space for what's coming in. It's not even the making space. What it is it's the act of letting go, the act of not holding on so tightly that creates the momentum that allows the things to come in. It's like you've been holding on to so much for so long, trying to control, trying to keep what you have, that you've created this energy of stagnation. And in order for things to start moving and these opportunities to start coming in and being created, you have to practice the art of, it's like we talk about all the time, giving and receiving, how it's a circuit, right? It's a flow. Think of like a figure 8. The energy has to move. If we're giving but we're not receiving, that flow, the flow doesn't work. If we're receiving constantly but we're never giving, it's the same way. So I feel like somebody has received quite a bit from the universe, but you've been afraid. It's like hoarding. You've been afraid to give anything away because you want to make sure that there's enough. And Spirit is saying, in order to correct the flow, you have to be willing to give something up. And then 10 of Cups. Then you got it all. All right, let's see what else. I want to pull a Sacred Rebels card. I haven't pulled from this deck for you guys in a while. So I think I'm going to pull one of these to close here. And then, I don't know, the Intuit Oracle's been on my mind, so I might do a little bonus pull with the Intuit Oracle. Clear. But we're going to pull a Sacred Rebels card. Guidance for this full moon in Gemini. Some guidance for my beautiful Sacred Rebels from the Sacred Rebels deck. Shock of the New. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, and look, we got the sunflowers again. Right? They were in that first card here, or that second card that was pulled. New Moon and Leo card. Sunflowers coming through again. And of course, we got the Sun card, which also has sunflowers. So sunflowers, that's a sign from Spirit. But this is, of course, sunflowers represent new beginnings. So something brand new is coming into your reality, and you're going to need to adapt. Something that you've earned, but it only comes when you know that you're worthy of it. And everything else that we just said, this card is just confirming everything we said. I'm going to read, I may not read the whole thing, but I'm going to read part of this. This is challenging old paradigms, old visions, or versions of ourselves, right? What wild, unconventional voice is calling to you? Can you hear it? It is so different and so unusual, it might be hard to decipher, like hearing an unfamiliar language for the first time. It might be hard to discern with great clarity now, but there is an affinity between you and this strangely beautiful newness seeking to manifest. And so like we said, for some people, this is like a brand new job, a brand new experience, a brand new place to live, a brand new relationship coming in. You're being called to walk down a road and a path that you have never walked before. And this is why you have to know that you're worthy, and trust that you have all of the capabilities to navigate this road. This is what's calling you, the new adventure. This oracle says there is a stirring at the deepest level within you. Something new will break through, and the process of this birth may be a shock to you. The shock will transform into great joy and a sense of tremendous liberation, but you must bear the strangeness first. That strangeness might be something that rattles your beliefs about yourself and your world, daring you to become more of yourself, more open to where life is leading you, and more willing to be the unique sacred art being crafted by the hand of the universal creator. Nature never shies away from strange beauty. She allows for endless diversity, and her sacred works are often peculiar and stunning. You live within her field of creative grace as a specially created work that also creates. You're being asked to surrender any fear you may have of being seen as exotic, unusual, eccentric, or bizarre. You're being asked to make peace with strange beauty and allow it to happen through you in creative flow. Perhaps you need to allow your conventional ideas of beauty to become even more inspired and open. Perhaps you can allow your need for the world to behave according to your fixed ideas to fall away. You will receive so much more in its place. This oracle comes with a special message for you. There are rumblings and stirrings of the creative life force happening now, deep in the undercurrents of your being. If you are very attuned or sensitive, you may have consciously felt this already, with excitement, discomfort, or both. If you have not yet sensed these inner stirrings, they are happening all the same. So be on the lookout for the big shift of new birth, the shock of the new, the unconventional, the strangely beautiful, and the disturbing liberation of that which is foreign stepping into your life. This is life creating the great stage upon which you will experience greater fulfillment. Don't be nervous if the rumble of change turns into a mighty roar that rocks boats, bursts forth as novel ideas, and changes things in a way that is out of your control. This is life happening. Free fall into it. The oracle of the shock of the new comes to you saying, the old way is on its way out. You are being invited, dragged, nurtured, and coerced into the new. You can handle it. This oracle brings you guidance. You are about to encounter something new and different in your life. This is helpful. Don't reject it, no matter how small or insignificant, or how powerful and life-changing it may seem to be. You are being asked to dispense with your reliance on the past and what have been your tools to navigate life. You have outgrown your old methods. You will have to fly by the seat of your pants, so to speak, as you experiment with new ways to be. Life will show you the way. Perfect. I'm going to pull a couple Intuit oracles just as a little bonus here. But I think this reading, it's really just keeps saying the same thing, right? Embrace the new, embrace the new, embrace the new. You are worthy of it. You are ready. You are worthy. It's go time. Let yourself shift. Let your circumstances shift. Let your vision of yourself in the world shift. Clear. Let other people's perception of you shift, right? Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about other people judging you. Life wants to give you a completely new experience. And for many of us, it's like that's what we've been asking for. But then all of a sudden, when it comes knocking on our door, we aren't sure we want it anymore. But we got the Stars card coming out. Wishes coming true. Blessings, providence, falling in love. That was highlighted. For somebody, it's definitely new love entering the picture. This is wishes coming true, but some of this is like wishes you didn't even realize you had. Trust what the universe is delivering and trust that it is exactly what you want and need, even if you don't understand how quite yet. We have the spring new moon card and the loons. So this is all about new beginnings and increase, action. Loons is deep commitment. Manifesting deepest desires. Yeah, you guys, this is amazing energy. This is incredible energy coming through. This is like spirit seeing deep into your heart of hearts. what it is that you truly and deeply desire at the core of your being, and bringing the circumstances and events into your reality that will produce exactly that. So it's like if you were trying to manifest the life of your dreams, you may not understand fully how whatever this new thing coming into your life, into your path, into your scope, your reality, is going to create that for you, but it is exactly what you need to get you there. So trust it. And if all your dreams are coming true, know that you are worthy of that. Don't question that. Don't question yourself. Got the snake coming out here. Do not deceive yourself. Do not betray yourself by letting this opportunity pass you by. Tell me more here about this snake energy. Ooh, got man kept popping up on the bottom of the deck, and twin flames here. Interesting. $11. There's definitely that aspect of divine masculine energy here, right? So there's a couple different ways that I'm feeling this. One is this energy and coming terms with this energy of our own inner masculine betraying us, feeling betrayed by our own inner masculine energy, and healing that energy. But I also feel like there's this energy here of feeling betrayed by a counterpart. Tell me a little more here about this betrayal, about this energy. Why is this coming up? Got the fish coming out. Multiplication. Increase. Something is coming up here around a betrayal. Healing maybe around a betrayal. Healing around somebody who hurt you deeply, maybe. For a lot of us, like I said, healing around our own divine masculine energy. But I'm also feeling like a Kundalini awakening here. With the snake, the twin flames, and the fish. I feel like there's somebody here who thought, either you thought you had met your counterpart, your divine counterpart, and there was like a deep betrayal. Something happened. Something unpleasant. But now you're meeting You're meeting somebody, somebody's coming into your reality. Either them in a completely different energy, or I feel like a brand new person for a lot of people who's going to activate you in ways that they never did, and you're going to realize that the connection you thought you had with them was not what you thought it was. And this new connection is something completely different than you've ever experienced before. It's going to open you up in ways that this other person never did. I feel for some people, it's like there was a situation with somebody too. Money was involved here. Like they stole money from you. Perhaps you had a business together and they embezzled money from the business, or they just say you were married and they kind of took you to the cleaners when you got divorced. There was some sort of situation like that I'm feeling for somebody too. Or this could be something you're going through right now. But it's like, don't worry about that, because you're still going to come up. You're still going to come out ahead. And even in that situation, it doesn't matter. Even if they got, I feel like somebody's going to be letting go of the resentment around the fact that somebody walked away with a large part of their, like, their money, their finances, something like that. But you're realizing that, like, the freedom that you have having this person out of your life is worth every single penny. And there's something more powerful coming into your reality now. Anything else here? Yeah, major Kundalini awakenings, I feel like, for some people. Got earth energy coming through here. Grounded communication. Yeah, so just be wary. Just be aware if somebody's coming back into your reality, somebody, especially if they did you really dirty in the past, just take that with a grain of salt. If they come with open, grounded communication and they feel different to you on an energetic level, and you feel like you want to explore that again, just really feel into that. Feel into their vibration. Has their vibration shifted? And if it hasn't, then like, you got to let that go. You got to know that you're worthy. And don't accept less than what you're worth. There's a quote that I really love. It says something like, once you realize your worth, you stop giving discounts. It's kind of like that energy. All right. Yeah. Just be wary, be cognizant. For those of you where this is like a brand new person coming in, that there's a really powerful energy for that, like a really powerful positive energy. But there's definitely also some energy of people that we may not want back in our reality coming in. So just be wary, be cognizant. Know that, like we said, we're choosing in every moment. So, like, what are you choosing? Are you choosing your past, or are you choosing your future? And are you choosing a future that looks the same as your past, or are you choosing one that looks different? Clear. All right, you guys, I love you. I appreciate you so much. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and let me know. There are links below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. I have taken a little bit of a hiatus as far as working through my client list and all of that goes. There's just been a lot going on right now, and I'm needing to take that time to breathe and find that space to care for myself right now. But I will be picking that up in the future, hopefully. I don't know. I was going to say hopefully soon, but I'm not trying to rush anything. I'm trying to just be here with everything as it is unfolding right now. But I love you guys. I appreciate you. You are incredible, and I will talk to you soon.